What's up everyone, TerraQuake here, and welcome back to the Pokemon White walkthrough. I almost said Black walkthrough, I gotta remember, I'm playing Pokemon White. Anyways, last time we got our journey started here in the Unova region, chose our starter Snivy, who is currently still our only Pokemon on the team, but you know, he's doing good so far. We got the Pokedex, we called him Swiper, went through Route 1, then defeated N here, the very mysterious character in Accumulatown. And now it's time to move on to Route 2. So this is the only route separating Accumulatown and Striaton City, which is where the first gym is located. And that's really all I'm planning on doing in today's episode, is just going through Route 2. Probably going to be a bit shorter than yesterday. Now, we're going to get a call from our mom on the cross transceiver, and I don't know why she's calling us because she's like right behind us. As you'll see right now, she freaking jump scares us. But it is worth it because she gives us the running shoes. So yeah, now we can finally run around because our character couldn't run until we had the running shoes, which is just something that never makes sense in Pokemon games. I mean, eventually they went away from that after, I think, Gen 5. But yeah, now we can move around, move a bit quicker. Now, this lady right here won't fight us, but we are heading into Route 2. The only new Pokemon you can get here is Purloin, a Dark-type Pokemon. So it's the only starter type or normal type that you can get before the first gym. And when I say starter type, I mean like fire, water, or grass type. And then of course Patra and Lillipup are still available, but they're both normal types. Now right there is a potion, and I'm just gonna keep on running away from these guys, I think. I don't really want to mess around with them. I mean, level 7, it's good for training, I suppose. Maybe I should take on this Patra, why not? We've got a couple of trainers coming up, so I don't want to get beat up too much. But, you know, I think we got this. Also, level 7 and you already have Bite? Okay, Patra. Yeah, I think Patra might get some, like, better moves at the beginning compared to Lillipup. But I said in yesterday's video, I think Stoutland turns out to be a much better option than Watchog. But I've used both of them before. So I can say that, like, you know, both of them aren't too bad no matter which way you go. But there we go, we took down the Patrat, and these are actually the highest leveled wild Pokemon you can fight before the first gym, so it could be pretty tough, like, training for the first gym. You might be better off just kind of going in there and switch training against the trainers. Speaking of trainers, we've got the first wild Pokemon trainer, as I like to call him. You know, not a rival or, like, major character. Youngster Jimmy, close to Youngster Joey, but he's got a Patrat. And yeah, get used to seeing Patrat, Lillipup, and Purloin. That's like all you'll be seeing until after the first gym. Because again, I talked about it yesterday, but like there's just very few options before the first gym, and it really sucks. I wish there were more Pokemon that we could catch, but unfortunately there isn't. But trust me, it opens up after the first gym. There are a ton of more Pokemon that you can get. And down goes the Patrat here. And down goes the first youngster on this route. Now, we do have 2 more trainers left, but technically we've got 3, and you'll see why towards the end. Now, right down here, this guy, he's going to do something amazing. What are you going to do, a magic trick? No, he's just going to hop over the ledge. So yeah, those are what those ledge things are, like in every Pokemon game. You can only hop down them one way, and you can't get back up the other way. And here is a lass who kind of just appeared out of nowhere, but that's fine. Also, don't worry about that item that you see above us. You'll need cut in order to get to it, meaning we won't be able to get there until after the first gym. But this lady has a Purloin. Now, out of the 3 Pokemon here on Route 2, Purloin's probably the weakest. It is a dark type, which is kind of cool. It does still evolve, but really all it has going for it is its speed stat. Other than that, I mean, its moveset is pretty trash. Its attack is pretty bad. Eventually, it'll get Night Slash, I think in like the late 30s or something, but that's a long time away. So, yeah, Purloin definitely not the best option, but hey, if you want to use it, go ahead. I respect it. Anyways, we get to level 10, so into double digits now for Snivy, and you get Wrap. I mean, I guess it's cool for residual damage, but nothing too special. And I did not mean to open up the Pokemon menu. What I wanted to do is go into my bag and use another potion before we get into this next fight. So let's do it, man. Yeah, Route 2, pretty short. We're already like over halfway through it, I would say. But we can't go up those ledges, so instead we gotta trudge along through the grass, running away from all these wild Pokemon. I don't want to fight you guys. Unfortunately, Vine Whip only has 15 PP compared to like Ember and Water Gun, which I think both have, I want to say 25. So yeah, don't know why Vine Whip gets screwed over like that. So I just want to make sure I'm not using too many of them so I don't have to go all the way back to Accumulatown. Now this guy's like singing along. He's saying for his Lillipup to go, go, go. And of course he's going to have a Lillipup. But, you know, I'm going to stop it with the Vine Whip here. Or I guess Wrap would make more sense. But, you know, Wrap, again, it's just not the greatest, man. Not the greatest. Alright, there's Odor Sleuth. That's basically like a Foresight, you know. It can hit ghost types now. Whoop-de-doo. And, oh, you lived? Dang it, Lillipup. Alright, whatever. I will finish you off with Tackle then. But yeah, it makes sense for Snivy to get Wrap because it is like a snake, you know. And you may not be able to see that as well in its first stage. But as you get to like Servine and Superior, you'll be able to tell that it's more of a snake. Anyways, right there's the cut tree that I was talking about. And before we move into Striaton City, let's head up these stairs and pick up 2 items. First of which is a Pokeball. And next is a potion. We could actually see these items from that point in Accumulatown a little while ago. And now let's head back on down. And, oh, hold on. We cannot get into Striaton City just yet. That's right. Bianca's going to catch up with us. And, you know, it feels like we just fought her back in New Vemetown, but guess what? We're battling her once again. And this is what I mean when I said in the first episode that, you know, they're technically your rivals, but you fight them like so often that they almost shouldn't be rivals. Because rivals you only fight like every once in a while. But we're already taking on Bianca for a second time before the first gym. We'll fight Charon in tomorrow's episode before the first gym as well. So, you know, you'll be able to tell pretty quickly that the rival battles happen very frequently in this game. That is for sure. Now, Bianca is going to start with her Lillipup, no matter which starter you chose. It knows Leer, Tackle, and Odor Sleuth, so no different than all the Lillipups we've been taking down. And then she will have the starter that's weak to yours, so for me that is Oshawott, which knows Tackle, Tail Whip, and Water Gun. So yeah, be careful for that, because by now, all of the starters have their, you know, stab moves. But because we're super effective on her... Oh, she did go for a potion. That sucks. But yeah, because we're super effective on her, we are not going to have any issues. Oh, we got a crit. Sweet. But yeah, we're not going to have any issues taking down the Oshawott, and that will do it for Bianca. Once again, I think Charon's the much more difficult rival, but yeah, that was easy enough. So Bianca literally says woohoo after the battle. Like, she's so excited to lose. And I said I was only going to do Route 2 in today's episode, but I think I'm actually going to check out Striaton City since we do have some time. So, first up, we've got an X speed by this fence. And then we can head around these buildings on the right and talk to this sketchy man hiding in the corner. He's going to give us a Dusk Ball, an item that works better in the dark or in caves. Alright, now if we go back around to these buildings, let's start in the bottom one. And I think we can pick up some Great Balls in here, or at least one Great Ball. Yeah, from this guy. There we go. And then just above this building is actually a building that you're going to want to keep in mind, because you're going to have to come in here after the first gym. But for now, upstairs is blocked off. That's because there's like a scientist up there, and she's going crazy apparently. So don't worry about her. For now, let me go ahead and heal up since we're here. Might as well. And then we're going to head over to the left side of Striaton City. There's a ton of items for you to get here, some of which you won't be able to access until after you get the first gym badge. So I won't worry about every single one. But yeah, Striaton City off to the left has this nice little greenery fountain area. And if you head across this bridge and come down here by the bushes, you can find another Great Ball. Now we are going to check out the trainer school. That was kind of the other big building in this place. So let's head on inside. So, the only person I want to talk to in here besides Charon is this kid, who is going to ask if we want to take a quiz. And it's a pretty easy quiz. He's going to ask you, like, which items heal which status conditions, you know, which item wakes up a sleeping Pokemon. It's just 2 questions, and as a reward, he will give you a full heal. So, now it's time to talk to Charon, and I just mentioned how we're going to be battling him, and if you say yes to him, we're going to be battling him. So here we go. Time for already a second rival battle against Charon, but our fourth rival battle in total, if you really count these two as rivals. Now, Charon could be a bit more difficult. He does just start off with he actually begins with his starter. I sort of forgot about that. And for me, it's going to be Tepig because, I started with Snivy. It's going to be the starter that's super effective on you. Tepig knows Tail Whip, Tackle, and Ember, so I'm really just worried about that Ember right now. Also, his starter will be holding an Oran Berry, which could be pretty annoying. But if you can get through his starter, you should be okay because his other mon is just a Purloin. Really nothing too special. But there's Ember. We are level 11, but he got a crit. Gosh dang it, Charon. Already out here with the bad luck in episode 2 of this series. You've got to be joking. Alright, it's fine. So, I think my best bet is just to keep on going for Tackle. No point in trying to go for Wrap. Looks like it's going to take 2 more. Because of the Oran Berry, I don't think he uses potions, but we'll see. I hope he doesn't. Come on, don't use potions. Please don't use potions. I'm actually gonna... Well, should I heal? Nah, we can take it out. Yeah, there we go. So he does not use potions, luckily. And down goes Tepig. So, thanks to me being 3 levels higher, it wasn't too bad for Swiper there. And next up will be Purloin. He'll always have the Purloin. It knows Scratch, Growl, and Assist. Now, one thing I have forgotten to mention is that in Generation 5, they changed the way that experience gain works. So, the higher leveled you are compared to your opponent, the less experience you're going to get from the opponent, and the lower leveled you are compared to the opponent, the more experience you're going to get. Instead of just, every Pokemon having like a set amount of experience that you would get. Also, I love how he used Assist and got Ember. That's perfect. Yeah, Assist is a move that just grabs a random random move from the rest of the team. But yeah, as I was saying, some people like the way that the whole experience stuff works. Some people don't. So, it is kind of up to preference, but that's just how the game works. Anyways, we almost got to level 12 there, and as a reward, Charon will give us Oran Berries. Those could come in handy in the gym battle for sure. If you get down below half health, they'll heal up 10 hit points. And now that we have defeated Charon, you're going to see there's a new guy in front of the gym. Before, it was the guy with gray hair, and he was standing out front, making sure no one got in. But now we can talk to this guy in green hair, and because we've defeated Charon, he's like, oh, you're a trainer in town? All right, come on inside, and let's do the gym battle. We're actually going to do that probably in tomorrow's episode, because for now, it's time to move on to the Dream Yard. I don't think there's any more items for us to get in these buildings. The Dream Yard is located just to the right of Striaton City. First, let me heal up, though, because there's a couple of more trainers that we're going to need to take down. And as I said before, a lot of items we'll be able to get after we defeat the gym, so don't worry about it for now. Anyways, it is located in the top right. It's a whole nother little area, and you'll actually come back here after the first gym too, so keep this place in mind. And once you get like strength, you can explore an even bigger part of it. For now, we've just got 2 trainers to take on. These will be the final 2 trainers of this episode. And yeah, I was actually planning on like splitting up Route 2 into its own video and then like Striaton City and the Dream Yard in part 3, but because of how quickly it went by, we're just doing all of this in one episode, because why the heck not? Now, you won't be able to access the grass here in the Dream Yard until after the first gym, because you need to use Cut outside of battle. And there we go, we get to level 12. But yeah, I know it seems like a lot of things in this game, or I guess it doesn't get too much better in this game until after you defeat the first gym. So we just need to get over like that first hurdle, and we'll be able to start catching a bunch more mons and checking out some more areas. So you just got to be a little bit patient. Now, will I be catching a new Pokemon in the Dream Yard? I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. You will have to wait and see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. We're not going to worry about it for now, though, because down goes Purloin. And Last Erie goes down or something. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's a Strength Boulder. I don't even know where you can access that from. It might be Route 2. I have no idea, honestly. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. And there's the cut tree that I was talking about. Yeah, the Dream Yard, I don't really know what this place is about. It looks like an old rundown building or something. It's just really interesting. And then, of course, you have like little kids hanging around here because why wouldn't you? And we are going to stick with Vine Whip for these guys. We should get to level 13 before going into the first gym, which will be a pretty good level because I think level 13 is the highest level mon that the gym leader uses. But even if I were to be like level 14 or 15, I still don't think Snivy could handle the gym leader all by himself, which is why we will be getting a very helpful mon in just a second. And you'll see what I mean. I'm sure you guys already know who it's going to be, but there we go, level 13 for Swiper, and you're trying to get growth. Now, that will boost our special attack. I think I'm going to get rid of Wrap. You know, we have Tackle as a normal type move already, and I know we don't have any special attacking moves right now, but we will later on in the game, so growth could come in handy. And as your last mon, you have a Lillipup. That is pretty easy. So down you go, and that finishes off the youngster. Alright, so before we talk to the guy at the end of this place, I'm going to go right past him for a second and pick up an X-Defend that's chilling over here. Don't worry about the item that you see in that hole in the wall or any of this other stuff. You won't be able to access it until later. Now, talking to this guy, he's going to ask what was the first Pokemon you received. And for us, it was Snivy, meaning he is going to give us a Panpour. Now, Panpour is a part of the 3 elemental monkeys in this game. You've got Panpour, the water type, Pansear, the fire type, and Pansage, the grass type. Now, you're not going to get Panpour every single time because it depends on which starter you chose, because the first gym leader's ace actually varies depending on which starter you chose. And it's actually kind of cool because his ace will be whatever typing or whatever elemental monkey is strong against your starter. So it almost like forces you to have another Pokemon going into the gym. So because I chose Snivy, he's going to have a Pansear, which is the fire type, super effective on me. And that's why this guy's going to help us out by giving us the Panpour. Now, if you chose Tepig, then the gym leader will have a Panpour as his ace, and you will be receiving a Pansage. And then if you chose Oshawott, the gym leader will have a Pansage, and you will get a Pansear from this guy. So, I will actually be using Panpour just for the gym battle, but I'm not going to give him a nickname or anything because this is not going to be an official team member. As I said, though, there's just no way Snivy would be able to defeat the entire gym all by himself. So, we will be having Panpour on the team just for the next video when we do fight the gym. And actually, we'll probably use him as like a cutting Pokemon. But other than that, we are going to heal up at the Pokemon Center, and then that will wrap today's episode up. Next time we are taking on the first gym, the Striaton City Gym. So be on the lookout for that. For now, though, have a great rest of your day, and until next time, deuces.